in May 2011, I got a nudge to write to you and say, can I find out what you do? And you said no. Because I was just a minor curate wanting to spend time finding out what happened at CMS, and I think at that time you didn't see that would be a useful use of your time. And then I got a pioneer post and I wrote back to you. It's not like me to be persistent, but I did. Wrote back and said, can I come now? And you said yes. And I came to one of those CMS open days.
You coming into that environment, seeing different mission practice, which then informed what you were then going to go on and do, because it sort of was about taking the risk and stepping out, perhaps moving into environments where you didn't feel that comfortable. But, and obviously you're not called to the same group of people or the same subculture, but there was something about that essential thing about pioneering that you took away from that experience.
And it felt like the thing that I'd been looking for, or a lot of the theories I'd kind of been devising for myself, when I got to CMS, you were kind of doing it. So can you say a bit about that? I think you call it True North, that sort of approach to mission, or...
Yeah, I mean, we get a lot of people, I think, who come to CMS who've been sort of thinking, exploring, whatever, and then they meet other people who are pioneering, and it's kind of like the curtains are drawn, or they say things like, I feel I don't have to explain myself, I've come home. So there's something about the people who are innovating, pioneering, entrepreneurial, whatever language you want to use, who I think people find that a relief, partly because they're often in a church environment where the gravity is much more focused on what the church does, whereas True North for us is a metaphor just for a magnetic kind of pull always towards mission, always out of the church to join in with what God's doing outside rather than inside. That's what True North is. So yeah, I think you just, like many other people, you found yourself at home in it, and this is what I'm about, what I'm dreaming about, and it's encouraging being around other people that think the same way. You're not alone or mad.
No. So that's one of the reasons why over time I've been building the relationship with CMS, and why I really wanted us to be in a situation of hubbery with you. And do you want to say something about the hub? So CMS started off in Oxford and now is moving out.
So for the last 9 years we've been doing Pioneer Mission Leadership training in Oxford. That has been accredited through a university, and then a few years ago we were approached by a diocese, it was actually Chelmsford Diocese, to say they couldn't necessarily get their people to Oxford to do an academic award, but could we provide training in pioneering in their context. It's part of an expanding network of training centres that CMS are doing in partnership with dioceses and church streams, agencies, different folk who have got that same True North pull that Johnny talked about.
And what I love is that there's that freedom for us to then make what we're doing here contextual. So we're looking into rural pioneering and hoping to develop real, not expertise, but a lot of experience around how we meet with God in the outdoors and in rural village life and that sort of thing. So I think that's really exciting because there's so many rural places across the Diocese of Bath and Wells. And I'm really excited that the 20 students that have come together today will each be going out. We'll be blowing them away at the end of the module, like sort of a dandelion seed head, and they'll go back into their own context and be taking that charism with them, that kind of idea of True North and that message to their churches that the pull is out to be where God is outside the church, as well as being in and building people up in worship and discipleship in the church.